Hello. Welcome, Instagram. Welcome, Facebook. I am Kathleen Harrod, your conscious coach. I posted. I did. I posted the other day, last night, I think it was. I posted about. I'm looking for my lotion because every time I start, I look down at my hands and they crusty. So welcome to this live. So tonight, as if you've seen on Facebook and Instagram, then you know that I posted a video which started with Ti and Tiny's daughter, and their other daughter that's pregnant was putting a wig on her head, right? And she was like, "Hey, boo," and then a little Harris. She's so cute. She was like, "Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me." Look, she's adorable. She has her own nail polish line. I talked about the Harris family, not too long ago. But she has her own, this is the Conscious Hour with me. So she has her own fingernail polish line. And of course, she's T.I. and Tiny's daughter, whom I love. Y'all, this is not even like shade or anything. I'm not coming for them or none of that. Like this is not that. This platform is not even that. But when I see something on social media and I feel like I can shed a light on the subject and just bring some education and elevation to it, then I use it. I use it on my platform. And so, again, welcome to the Conscious Hour. I'm trying out different times and going back, looking at my analytics and all that good stuff to see what fits, for my audience. So, welcome to the Conscious Hour. I am Kathleen. I am your conscious coach. I am a author, speaker, and evangelist. I'm a wife. I'm all that. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let me see. Oh, by the way, if you have a comment, post your comment. I just posted one. It looks like it's good on Periscope, good on YouTube, waiting on Facebook. Oh, and good on Facebook. So if you have a comment, type it in the comment section. I'll be able to see it here. So if you have a comment or a question, type it in the comment section and I will be able to see it here. Yay! I'm glad it's working. Okay, so listen. So guys, listen up. So Instagram, I'm sorry because I'm trying to look at this camera and this camera. But anywho, so Facebook, I'm sorry too. I apologize. Okay, so anyway, my post was about, and this is going to be about why are we adulting in such a rush to adult kids, right? That's what it's all about. What is this behavior of adulting kids? I see it a lot. I see it a lot, like naturally, like when I'm out, and then I see it a lot when on social media. So I think the good thing about it is, of course, not everyone is doing it right. That's the good part. I don't think the majority is doing it. But some may be doing it in different ways. In my book, I talk about not adulting your children, right? I talk about a lot of different things, but that's a part of what's in there. And I talk about the over sexualization of kids. Like, why are we wanting them to be sexy, honey? Cute, honey? Fine. Why are we telling kids you're gonna get all the boys, you're gonna get all the girls, you're gonna hurt them, honey, when you get grown? Oh, somebody come massage my temples. Massage my temples. Okay, so let's talk about this. Oop, did I just do that? So the behavior of adulting kids. Why do we do this? Any answers out there? Anybody want to jump in and say? One person on Instagram said, "We do it, and people don't mean any harm by doing it." I'm a, they don't mean any harm by doing it. It's just sometimes done in a joking manner while we're having fun. And it reminded me when I saw her put that wig on her little sister. It reminded me of a time when I let my kids go stay over one of my sister's houses. She had wigs. She was wearing wigs back in the day. Back in the day, we was wearing wigs, and well, I wasn't really wearing wigs, but she was wearing wigs. So anyway, they went over there to play. Like all the kids was over there, whatever. And so the kids came back and told me this story about how my one of my nieces put on a wig, and they said she started saying, "Oh, I wish I had a wig because I got plenty. I had got access to 1,000 wigs." But anyway, she put the wig on and she started saying, "It's doing something to me. It's doing something to me. Take it off. It's doing something to me." And so they took the wig off and they thought it was hilarious. I mean, they really thought it was hilarious. And so I was like, why would you do that? Like one time my granddaughter, we were vacationing and we were at my daughter's house, who is a wig designer. We were at her house and we were staying with her for 2 weeks. No, it wasn't 2 weeks. I think it was a week or 4 days or something. I can't remember. But I was wearing like this short wig, right? Like nothing special, just a short wig. And so my granddaughter thought it was cute. She actually woke me up because I had fell asleep on the couch, and she woke me up and she said, "Grandma," she had my glasses on and my wig. Ooh, child, you talking about funny? She looked just like me. It was funny, like a little young little version somewhat of me. It was funny. I was like, "Girl, pull my glasses off and pull my wig off," and she just laughed, laughed, laughed. That's different, right? Is that not different than you putting a wig on a child and then going, "Oh, go boo, go girl," and then she put on her little strut and stick a little leg out and do all? Is that not different? Tell me what you think. Is that not different? Is there not a difference in that? By the way, if you're watching this on Instagram, you can go to my Facebook group. The link is in the bio, and it will take you to the full video, so you don't have to watch like this little piece of clip that you're watching. I haven't figured out how to upload them to Instagram yet, and so that's why I'm doing this tonight. That's why I'm doing Instagram like this tonight, because I don't have a way to upload the whole video. I haven't figured out that part yet. So anyway, I don't have an opportunity to save them to re-upload. So sorry, this is what I'm doing. So back to what I was saying. Is that not different? Like, is that not different? Is that not different that my granddaughter tried on my wig because I'm like grandma, or even if it was an aunt's wig or whatever, and they were like impersonating her? Is that not different than putting a wig on a child and going, "Ooh, go boo, work it, girl. All right, I see you." I think that's a difference. I also think we should be doing it. That's just me. I don't see the purpose behind it. Everything should have purpose. Everything should have reason. I know some things are jokes and whatever, funny, ha ha, but some of y'all be doing too much. Some of y'all be doing too much. And one thing I know about children is you don't know what's in them or what's trying to attach to them. And so you don't know how that thing could turn up, which is another reason why we shouldn't be adulting our children. Now, you know what? What I had did was I shared some photos, some images of some children, which Instagram, I'm gonna have to let y'all go because I want to show these images. So I'll be back in a minute. So just, after you watch this video, come back later, click on the other video, you'll see the rest of this. My bad. Peace. Okay. So because I want y'all to see this, I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on a second. Oh, let me see. Oh, good option. All right. So, just a second. I'm sorry. Just 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Sorry. You know it's gonna take this long to do this. I am the worst. All right, here we go. So let me find this video right quick. So in this video, I only had one intention, right? And that intention was to show exactly what I'm talking about in terms of. Let me turn this up. Oh, child. Take a look at this. Y'all gotta see this. Let me go back to it. Come on now, phone. Okay, here we go. I hate this phone.
Yes, Pooh. Ooh. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Okay, somebody has to say this. It is going to be me.
I just want you to see how these kids are dressed.
I am your conscious coach. Thank you for joining me for this Live for the Conscious Hour. We will be talking about why are we in such a hurry to adult the kids.
These are kids.
Let them be kids. Just let them be kids. Let them be adorable.
These are babies.
Them up like adults. Now we all know T.I. and Tina's daughter Zonique is pregnant. She's having her first child. And listen, I'm going to talk about this. And
okay, those are kids. Those are babies. Okay? Look, I got to show you again. So she ain't got to go through all the don't play with me parts again.
To adult the kids.
Look. Look, I want to show you this in slow motion almost.
Yes, Pooh.
I am no good at this.
We will be talking about why are we in such a hurry to adult.
That's like
kids.
A 2-year-old.
Let them be kids. Just let them be kids.
Look at that.
Adorable. Why are we dressing them up like adults?
Those are kids.
Now we all know.
Like 10-year-olds. Hold on a second. You get it. Go watch the video. Go pull it up. These are kids. Why are we doing this? That's what I want to understand. Why are we doing this? So, do we understand transference? All actions send a message. Now, transference is actually when you're going to therapy. And some people, when they're in therapy, for some strange reason, I guess because the therapist is caring for them and looking out for their best interests and all that good stuff, sometimes people end up falling for the therapist, and they call that transference. I'm going to use it here because of the simple fact that the transferring, rather, of spirits, of attitudes, of insecurity, low self-esteem, all kinds of stuff. Guys, you have to realize that that we're transferring all types, all kinds of stuff. Anything can attach to your child, especially when they're young. And that is not something that you want to happen concerning your child. You don't want that to happen. You don't want your child to be getting mixed messages about who they are. And at 2 and 3 years old, you're just a goofy, fun-loving, silly kid, right? But if your mama always, you saw those kids? If your mama is dressing you up like an adult, what does that tell your mind? It's kind of feeding your mind that you have to jump into a mindset that you're really not even ready for. And I just think we shouldn't do it. And then if you do that, and if that's what you do, and they pick up their little spirit and pick up their little attitude, then when they have to deal with other people, maybe go to a school setting or any other setting, how does that all work out? And is your child, as a little kid, already worried about how they look? I'm not talking about being clean, having their hair combed, brushing their teeth. I'm talking about already worried about how they look, who checking me out, and all that kind of stuff. Why do we do this? And do we understand all actions send a message? Why should we discontinue this behavior? I said because we want what's best for our children. Look, they just need to be kids. They just need to be innocent babies. They're going to get their turn. They're going to get their turn to be fine. They're going to get their turn to be whatever. And I'm not talking about don't dress your kids up, because I saw tons and tons and tons of photos and images of kids who were adorable, had on all, and your style might not be my style. So it's not about style. It's not about fashion. I'm talking about when you tip that scale just enough where we clearly can look at your child and tell who the mammy is. Now, I ain't really say that. No, who the pappy? I'm the pappy. Now, I'm talking about, though, seriously, when we can look at your child and tell you did too much. Yeah, you did too much. Auntie can tell you did too much. That's the part I'm talking about. When we tip that scale, when it goes from cute to questionable, right? It starts off cute, but then it turns questionable. I'm always like thinking, looking at people like, what was you thinking? And do you not know there's a big difference? Big difference between young mom and older moms. And you see a lot of this stuff with young moms. Young parents tend to do more of this adulting children than someone who had their child in a traditional manner, meaning either they married or they were older when they had kids. You see a difference. You do see a difference. Tell me you don't see a difference. Because a lot of times when you run across kids dressed like this, they got young parents. And they think it's fly. And they think it's dope. And they think it's whatever. And really, you like, what? Why you do that? Why you dress that baby like that? I mean, look, a little girl can wear leggings. A little girl can wear shorts. A little boy can wear cut-up jeans. But if you wear cut-up jeans and you got his diaper hanging out at the back because you want his butt to sag out like your boo butt sags out of his pants, that's adulting. Okay? That's adulting a kid, and you shouldn't do that. If your little girl got on tights and a little tank top or a little shirt or whatever, that's cute. If your little girl got on a size 12 months tight and she a toddler and she 2, and then they pulled all up in all type situations and her shirt is all what, that's adulting. And she got lip gloss on and she got braids, that's the lemonade braids. The lemonade. If she got the lemonade braids. I'm not talking about the cute lemonade braids where they, stop right here where a child's probably supposed to stop. No, she got lemonade braids. Them junks is down to her Oshkosh B'gosh shoes. You're doing too much. It's a line that you should not cross. And you can kind of tell when you cross it. So as a conscious coach, I just want you to be aware of that. I want you to be aware that there's a line that you cross. And this is why we should discontinue this behavior. We don't want to send our kids out like this. It's one of the things I talk about in this book too. I talk about, don't send your babies out there like that. Don't do that to your baby. You're actually putting how you feel about yourself onto your child. You feel like you got to look a certain way. You feel like you got to keep up. You feel like you got to do all this. Look, let them breathe and just be a kid. Because the thing about it is, they're trying to decide, and this is the Conscious Hour with Kathleen, your conscious coach. Thanks for joining me, by the way. You can follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Periscope. I go live on YouTube, both my Facebook pages and Periscope. I'm working on getting some other platforms in here as well. Do some house cleaning right here. You can cash out me at KV Product. That's the $ and then KV Product if you're interested in supporting my show. I have a platform on Teachable where I'll be doing conscious courses, khccteachable.com. My website is khconsciouscoach.org or .com. Both domains belong to me. Anything KHCC probably belongs to me, but you got to read it, honey. My name is Kathleen Harris, so Conscious Coach, if you see it that way, it's probably mine. All right, back to what I was saying. When you do these types of things, it's cute at home, right? You and your friends, y'all doing y'all thing, you think it's funny. But what about when she goes to school and she has and he or she has to deal with other people in another setting? And then the same language that they talk at home, because at home it was cool, at home they was lit, at home, you taught them that this is okay. So what if when they get to school, right, get around friends and all of that situation, right? What if when they get to school, they still own this? I mean, they get to school and they don't know how to turn it off. Their teacher asks them to do something and they don't know how to turn it off. They know how to snap back. They know how to get other little kids straight, other adults straight, because that's what they do at home. Because we are adulting them. We're not teaching them how to act as children. We're teaching them we're calling them boo and friend. Hey, friend. Hey, boo. Why are we adulting our kids? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to just make you aware and elevate your conscious mind, honey. That is what I do. I want you to get a clear picture of what that looks like from the child's perspective and how they take all of it in. You might be doing it, and I know you don't know, you're not fully aware of what you're doing. Because if you were, you wouldn't do it. So when you're addressing them like an adult, talking to them like they're adults, sharing with them as if they're your friend or an adult, you're only hurting your baby. And it's something we should not do. And then, like I said, when they get in another setting, they don't know when to turn it on or turn it off. They're just kids. And then you're going to want people to sympathize with them and empathize with you. What's the chances of that happening? Because I know in a classroom setting, look, as a professional substitute teacher, look, I got that degree. What the little went to school to be a teacher and did the associate's program. And look, I started substitute teaching and I knew the classroom. I'm an educator, but I'm not an educator in that way. I'm an educator in the way we're doing right now. And so got in that room, child, and I'm like, and let me tell you something. There is nothing I love more than actually working in the school. Like, I love it. I live for it. I love it. But I do like the fact that I can do it when I choose to do it. And that is not my career, because being in the classroom for 8 hours a day with the same kids who keep repeating the same behaviors wouldn't work for me, because I'm about elevation. And classroom is a very slow pace of elevation, and it takes a lot of patience, which I have. But I'm just talking about preference here. So, but when they get in the classroom, the teacher don't have time for that. She don't have time for children who've been at home. First, you got to deal with kids who've been abused. You got to deal with kids who've been neglected. And then you got a handful of kids who actually got it good at home. And then you got a handful of kids whose parents are actually taking out the time, to raise them, right? And then you got a handful that some of them don't even need discipline. They're being raised so well. But then you got other ones who their parents will discipline them if needed. And then you got this group over here that's been adulted, and they don't know when to be quiet, and they don't know when to sit down, and they want to have the last word to say, and they want to pop off because they think that's funny, and they think it's cute, and they think it's what they should be doing. Because why? They've been adulted. There's been some adulting in their home, and that's what they know to do. Sorry for talking with my hands. I know better. I really do know better. So they don't know when to turn it off. Remember I said, why should we discontinue this behavior? Because we want the best for our seed. That's what it really boils down to. Wanting the best for your seed. I always tell people, yes, you can. You can do it. You can do whatever you want to do. You can. But why? Why would you do it? That's the part you have to think about. Yes, I can do it, but why would I do it? Just because I can? Elevate your conscious mind. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's okay to do better. I want you to know that. It's okay to improve. It's okay. Oh, trust me. I'm like Benny Hinn laying hands on the TV. It's okay to do better. I don't care if you all have done it and it was done to you and you thought it was cute and that's what y'all do, and in your community that's how y'all roll. It's okay to do better. I'm just saying. It's okay. You ain't don't look. Go for the elevation. Go for the elevation, honey. Come up out of that. It serves no purpose. Again, this is Kathleen, your conscious coach on the Conscious Hour. You have a question, would like for me to discuss something, or whatever the case may be, inbox me, let me know. Want me to give you a shout out on the show because you have a business, you're an entrepreneur. I don't care if you sell lip gloss, plants, books like I do, whatever the case may be. Hit the cash app, $5, and I will give you a shout out while I'm airing my show. To support, you can cash out me. If you want to know other ways, inbox, send me an email, whatever the case may be. Cash app at KB Product. I'm on all platforms. Well, yeah, I am on TikTok. I'm on TikTok. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, and I'm about to be on Twitch. Again, this is the Conscious Hour. The Conscious courses start on Teachable at the end of this month. All of my books will be available August the 15th. They are reduced in price and they will remain that way till the end of August. You can go to my website at khconsciouscoach.org or .com. I own both domains. Check out my website. I'm not done with it yet, but check it out anyway. Follow the link in the bio. I think no, that's my Facebook page. So khconsciouscoach.org. Go to my webpage. Click on the expert button, and it'll take you to my books. KHCC, if you see that, that's me for the most part, as far as I know. And thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. I really, really do. I saw a few names pop up while I was on this live. I just want to say to you, thank you for joining me on this ain't Facebook. What do you call it? Reach on this live. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Kathleen Harrod, and I am your conscious coach. Now, before I go, I have all 4 of my books, actually, coming in this week that I have pre-ordered. This book right here is So You Think You Want to Have Sex. It's a lesson in teaching our children sexual responsibility. Our children, Black children's, were number 1 for being sexually active in high school. This study was taken in 2019. by Guttmacher. It is a good study. A lot of people want to argue, oh, you are spreading propaganda and false information. No, I'm not. I am not. They out there having sex. We had sex. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't have any guidance. It was a single parent home, all that stuff. Our babies are still doing it. I talk to them. I do. I have. I shall continue to. And it's just real. Now, are they any worse than any other kids on the planet? No. All the kids out here doing it. What are we going to do about it? I want to help you do something about it. And that is the bottom line of this book. I want to help you do something about it. I've heard parent after parent after parent say, I don't, that they haven't even started a conversation and their children are teens already. I'm like, why haven't you even started a conversation about sex? This is not about sex education. This is not about taking a pill, wearing a condom. It's not about any of that. There's a whole nother education about sex, about why you're not ready for it and how to prepare to be ready for it. So it's a whole nother level. This is a conscious mind guide. It's deeper than condoms and birth control pills. I'm talking about life changing. I'm talking about getting your child in the mindset where they can leave a legacy. I'm talking about getting your child in the mindset where they understand what it means, what it's really going to take to be a mother and a father to a child, and how to take that seriously, and how to worry about focus on getting your life together so you can receive the gift that God gives you through the birth of a child. Instead of having kids and then posting on Facebook about a bum baby daddy and how stressed you are, and I'm a single mom of 3. Why? Because you couldn't keep your legs closed, because you didn't know your value, you didn't know your worth, and you got caught up in the trap of emotion, having sex because you didn't have a daddy in the home, and you got all this emotional trauma and childhood trauma, all the stuff we don't deal with. I've dealt with, thank God, that we don't deal with, that end up putting our children in a situation where they're looking for sex to cover for pain. Preach, Kathy. This book is going to help you. That's the purpose of it. God didn't give me this because I didn't have nothing to do. I had plenty that I could have been doing. So you think you want to have sex? August the 15th, grab it along with my other books. Hurt People, Help People, Things I Wish I Knew. And don't forget the Legacy Workbook. That Legacy Workbook is off the for shizzle. It's off the chain. It's everything. It's lit. It's 2020 ready. You thought this pandemic came in here like crazy. The Legacy Workbook is coming in here like it was ready for the pandemic. That's all I got to say. Thanks for joining me tonight. You guys have a great night. This is the Conscious Hour with your conscious coach, Kathleen Harrod. Have a great night. Thanks for joining me on Instagram and